Low testosterone men play video games.
Do they? Do they, Jake Ricks? Are you sure about that? What's going on, guys? It's Wedgie. Today we're going to be taking a look at the one and only Sigma Alpha Male Jake Ricks. Now, if you haven't heard of this guy before, first off, lucky you. He's possibly one of the hardest geezers on this entire planet, and he's recently come back to TikTok, coming back into the limelight. Apparently had a glow up, although I don't know what his barber does for a living, but he might need to change profession. We're going to be having a little look at some of his videos here today. So the first point that he says is that low testosterone men play video games. Why is that, Jake Ricks? Could you please enlighten us?
Low testosterone men play video games to be of higher status within that video game because they can't be high status in real life.
That's odd for you to assume that just because I play a bit of Fortnite, I'm not a top shagger as well. I mean, those things correlate, you know, they go hand in hand. Everyone knows the more crown wins you've got, the more pussy you get. I mean, that's not my rules, is it? That's not my rules.
This is why it will always be the lower status men that end up playing the video games. Like, for example, in school, it's always the popular kids that will be more interested in like the physical sports, the going out together, etc. Then you'll have like the nerds that will just want to play video games.
Yeah, the nerds that just want to play video games. Sorry that everyone's not built like an absolute hunk, mate. I mean, some people are just interested in different things. I don't understand why you think just because they're popular that, you know, first off, popular kids at school, right? You look at them now, you look at them like 2-3 years after they've left high school, and you end up being the same people anyway. I mean, just for the years of high school, the fact that there's like popular kids or like a social hierarchy at all is just bizarre. Like, it's not until you get out of it that you realise how stupid it actually is. But I mean, who's to say, like in my school, for example, people played Xbox. Everyone played Xbox, everyone played PlayStation. When Fortnite came out in 2017, it was the bomb. It was the shit. No one could step to Fortnite. Like, anyone and their mother was playing Fortnite, right? It wasn't just people that deemed themselves popular, right? You could play football and Fortnite within the same day. It doesn't make you any less of a geezer.
Because their status is so low that achieving a high status in a video game is better because they can't do it in real life.
Well, I mean, yeah. I enjoy playing video games because I'm not going to go run people over and start a meth empire, you know, in real life, as I do in GTA, for instance. I'm not going to do that. I've recently been playing Schedule 1. Am I going to go knock on my neighbour's door and go, yo, Benji, do you want to start selling some Granddaddy Kush for me, please, mate? That's just not going to happen, is it? People use video games as sort of like an out for their inner emotions. You know, some people play GTA and just go around gunning everyone down because, you know, it is quite frowned upon to do in real life, isn't it? I mean, you know, you can laugh all you want, but it is frowned upon. So that's all Jake Ricks has to say for that one. First video off the bat, fuck me. I mean, we're in for a treat with this bloke. Loads of other commentary YouTubers have also done videos on him, but he's just, you know, there's so much to digest, so much to pick at here. It's just, honestly, it's a gold mine seeing this guy pop back up. It truly is. We got another one here. High testosterone men trained to kill, not to pose in bikinis. And I'll just give you guys like a 10-15 second look at this video. So that's all it is. It goes on, you know, he's got 10k followers. He's got to get it to a minute long so he can get paid from these videos, which is fair enough. I fully respect and understand the hustle. However, you are just sat along what can only be described as like a beach, shadow boxing in the sun with a hoodie on. Is that supposed to make you look cool because you're going to be sweating more? Like, you know, if you were in a shorts and t-shirt, people would be just as feared, Jake Ricks, all right? Trust me, mate. Just dress for comfort. You'll have a whale of a time. But just, I mean, I don't even know what to say to this. High testosterone men trained to kill, not to pose in bikinis. I mean, yeah, fair enough. But what has that got to do with testosterone? People take testosterone as a supplement through like steroids or whatever to look better in bikinis. That is what bodybuilding is. So that they look better for the show. They naturally and not naturally have higher testosterone than everyone else. Why is that? Well, that's because, you know, they need to make their muscles pop. That's another one from Jake Ricks. I mean, some of the other stuff he puts out is just absolutely bonkers, and it's just, he's obviously been brainwashed by the sort of like Andrew Tate Sigma Alpha male geezer that's, you know, popping up every now and then, and he thought, you know, I can jump on this and get a little pick. Which is fair enough, Jake Ricks. I mean, all the power to you, fella. However, you know, you are a Sigma. You've got way more testosterone than everyone else. Yeah, whoop-de-fucking-do. That is all we have time for today, I'm afraid. I wanted to find some more clips of this guy, but he's either taken them down or I just can't see them for whatever reason. Sorry, that was going to be it. However, I've just come across one of the absolute masterpieces of our time, and I'd like to just take a look at this as well.
Warm water is for low testosterone men. There is no fucking point in warm water.
So, hold on. So his point in this video is warm water lowers your testosterone. See, now I'd like to see a bit of a scientific study behind that, because that is the massivest, the biggest amount of bollocks I've ever seen, right? How can temperature of water... I know cold plunges are supposed to be good, but, like, you can have a shower that's 25 degrees. I mean, it's nice to wake up in the morning, roll out of a warm bed, and get in a nice warm shower. It's therapy, realistically. But apparently, Jake Ricks says, no, your bollocks will be really small and you'll be infertile if you have warm showers. So
warm showers are stupid. Warm baths are stupid.
Warm baths are stupid. Warm showers are stupid. Are they? Is there any source behind that, or are they just stupid?
Not only does warm water kill your fucking testosterone when it comes in contact with your balls, it kills your sperm, and there's also just no benefit to it whatsoever.
So he says that there's no benefit to having warm showers and that it kills your sperm. Now, unless the water is incredibly hot and you have quite sensitive little testes, it's not going to lower your fertility. It's not going to kill the amount of live sperm, right? Yeah, unless it's absolutely boiling water and it's like directly on the knobs for like 20 million hours at a time, it's not going to do you harm if you have a nice warm bath, okay? If you have a cold bath, that's fine, but you're not washing yourself. Like me personally, I have had cold showers and I've had warm showers. I feel cleaner after a warm shower. It just gets more off. Do you know what I mean? You don't wash the dishes in freezing cold water because it doesn't fucking do anything. It doesn't kill the germs.
So it's literally just a luxury, a comfort thing, something you feel like doing to fulfill your feelings and fulfill your emotions because you have poor emotional control.
Fulfill your feelings and fulfill your emotions. Jake, do you understand that that's what makes people happy? You do things to make you happy, and in turn you feel better. So I don't know. I don't really understand where you're going with this. Oh yeah, doing things that make you happy make you a pussy. Right, so am I just supposed to be fucking Ebenezer Scrooge all year round, or what are you telling me, Jake?
Which means you have low testosterone. Whereas if you have high testosterone, you don't give a fuck about doing it for fun. You don't give a fuck about doing it for your feelings. Therefore, you're just going to have a cold shower. Cold water, there's tons of benefits. Look up the ice guy.
Ah, listen to the ice guy. I can see a lot of research went into this post, Jake. Thank you very much. The ice guy, actually... yeah, he does it so what, like, it might raise your testosterone a little bit. There's no point. You're just such an absolute tool for wanting to live in misery and calling that testosterone. Like, why would someone actively choose to be uncomfortable? I don't understand that.
And listen to him. So to choose warm water over cold water, you are literally choosing feelings, warm water, over improvement and progress, cold water.
So, improvement and progress, cold water. Is there any studies that show that having a cold shower instead of a warm shower, not like a cold plunge and then getting in a warm shower, solely having cold, uncomfortable showers? Like, I lived in a flat with my dad a couple years ago where we didn't have warm water. Our boiler was fucked for like a year, right? And admittedly, in the mornings, having a freezing cold shower, yeah, it wakes you up. But you step in there and it's miserable. Like, you're not happy in the slightest. And if that's what high testosterone is, being miserable, then mate, get me on the fucking sex change hormones. I want to be a woman. Anyway, that is all we have time for in this video. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.